Hey guys, it's Lala and you're watching Lala Tarot. I'm back again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the decks that I'm purging. Yes, the decks that I'm just getting rid of, and they need to go. So I don't know, I'm just in that kind of mood. I don't know about you guys, but this pre-Mercury retrograde energy just got me like super duper tired today. So I'm kind of just staying home, relaxing, cleaning the house, doing laundry, things like that. And I just got in the mood to get rid of some of these decks as well. Just clean my space. I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling. Like getting rid of things and just ready to, I don't know, cleanse and release. So today we're going to look at those decks that I am giving away. I got about, 15 decks or so here that I want to show you guys. And I don't know, I want your help. Like, let me know, do you think I should keep any of them? And if so, why? Obviously, I love them all because I got them at some point in time. So it's nothing against the decks or the artist or anything like that, the creators. It's just that I'm not using them. And I get decks in so frequently that I need to clear my space. I don't want to have clutter. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it and let's go. All right. So the first deck that I'm going to be letting go of, I think, is the Starman Tarot. It is a huge box. I do really love this box, and I'm having trouble like letting it go because I am a collector too, and this is like a great deck to have as like a keepsake. So I'm just having trouble like making up my mind if I want to keep it or let it go. And I'm never using it. Like, I never ever use it. These are the backs of them, which I don't like at all, but I do like the artwork, even though I just don't find myself using it. So it's like, I don't know if I want to continue trying to work with it. It's so far out there, which I like being an Aquarius, but at the same time, I think that's the same thing that gives me pause when it comes to reading with it. There's so much, that my eyes are drawn to, and I don't really know how to put it all together, and like, what exactly should I be pulling from each card and reading about, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just too much. It's too much. And that's just like, I guess, how I feel when I work with this deck. It's just too much, and I don't know where to start and where to go, with reading it. And like this, there's like TVs, or I don't know if that's a TV. I don't know. There's cups. There's like a vault here, a safe. Like, what should I be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I get confused. So, but nonetheless, I do love the artwork here, and it's so out there. It's so different from the other decks that I have, and it is an expensive deck. If I were to let this one go, I would have to repurchase. If I decided to repurchase it, it would be a nice amount. And I remember when I didn't have it, I just kept saying how I wanted this deck. And then I finally got it and I didn't use it. So I don't know how I feel about this. I thought about edging it. Like, maybe that would make me like it more if I edged it in like pink, like a hot pink color. Like, maybe that would make me like it and want to work with it more. I don't know, guys. So this one right now is in my Purgatory box. And, we're kind of just going to go from there and decide what I want to do with it. So the next one is the Vice Versa Tarot. So I did go ahead and keep this box because it's like that, that nice kit and nice magnetic box, and you get a wonderful guidebook to help you along, which is super helpful to me. But I did at some point replace the cards with the tuck box cards because I just needed, I needed an update to the cards at one point in time. Mine had got like really worn. And so I needed an update, and I didn't want to buy a whole new kit because I already had a kit. So I just bought the cards in a tuck box and I put them in the kit box. So, but this is the Vice Versa Tarot, which I actually do really like this one. I'm just not using it. I guess I have maybe outgrown the artwork in some sense. I don't know, like that's how I'm almost feeling about it. Like, have I outgrown this artwork to the point that it just doesn't do anything for me anymore? It's beautiful, but I've also like worked with it a lot. I've read with it a lot, and I don't know. I guess I just am feeling like it's like our time has come, you know what I mean? Like we've done all we could do, you know, together in this relationship, so to speak. And I'm not getting anything else from it, and I'm not feeling excited when I work with it. Although I do, again, think the artwork is beautiful, it's just not doing anything else for me anymore. And so I think it's time to pass it along with love. I think it has served its purpose for me. So that's the vice versa tarot. And I'm thinking that I'm going to let this one go. All right, so let me know what you think down below. Should I keep it? Should I let it go? Let me know. All right, next up is the Mystical Manga Tarot. I just started off with all my big box decks first because, yeah, let's just get those out the way. The Llewellyn boxes, which I love the boxes. I actually love the boxes. And I actually do like this tarot as well. Let me get it out of this box first. This one is like hardly used at all. Beautiful guidebook as well. Lovely, lovely backs. I love those backs. And I like the cardstock. It's got this glossy finish. It's colorful, which I love how colorful this deck is. But I just don't use it. And I don't know how to use it. I don't have any oracles to use it with. I don't know. I don't know. For those of you who have this deck, like, how do you use this? Like, what do you use it with? If you wanted to pull some oracles with it, it's different, and that's why I like it. Because I don't have any decks like this. That's like this anime style or whatever. I don't really have too much like this. So I like the artwork, but I just don't know how to do a complete reading with it. I am primarily an oracle card reader. Like, I can do a whole reading just for oracle cards. I really don't need the tarot. So when I do use tarot, it's typically like an addition to my oracles. And I don't know where this would fit, you know, in my collection. Like, where would I add this? What would I add this to? So that's kind of the trouble I'm having with this one, and it's prevented me from using it at all because I don't want to use it by itself. But I do love the artwork. I think it's just beautiful, and it's lovely. So, but I think I'm gonna let this one go. If I'm not using it, you know, then hey, I don't know. I think it's time for me to pass it along to someone who would really appreciate it fully, you know. So that's the Mystical Manga Tarot, and the text is by Barbara Moore. You know, we love Barbara Moore decks, so that's gonna be a hard one to let go of. Also, another one that I'm thinking about releasing is the Heavenly Bloom Tarot, and this one is by US Game Systems. Yes, US Game Systems. It's got this beautiful rose gold edging. You do get a nice guidebook there with it. Beautiful backs, slippery cardstock, which I don't even mind. But very similar to the Mystical Manga, I just don't know how to use it. I don't know where to put it in my collection. Like, where do you fit and with what? Everything in my collection pretty much has like a home. And I do store them by categories. So when I go to get something and do a particular reading, like I have my animal and foresty decks next to each other. I have my angel decks next to each other. You know, I have my herbiary decks next to each other, my witchy decks. And this one is like by itself. Like, where do you go? And who do you work with? You know? So I'm kind of having the same issue with this deck that I'm having with the Mystical Manga Tarot is I don't know how to use it, but I do think the artwork is beautiful, but I'm not using it at all. And yeah, I love that card. That Hangman is amazing. So I don't know what to do, you guys, but this one I think I'm gonna hold on to for maybe a couple months and then just try to see if it calls to me. So far it hasn't called to me since I purchased it. It's never really called to me. I'm being like right now I'm thinking of the Elemental Tarot that I got by, I think it's Tarako Studios. That one might go with it, but again, it would be another tarot, and I don't need 2 tarots in a reading unless I'm clarifying. But I definitely still need like an oracle deck, and I don't have that. So that's kind of the trouble that I'm facing here. But either way, I think this is beautiful and has lovely artwork. It's just, I'm not, you know, we're not working together. And yeah, so I think it's time to pass this one along, you know, if nothing changes. So that's the Heavenly Bloom Tarot. And that one is in my Purgatory box. All right, another one here that I have is the Zinned Out Journey Tarot. And this is a deck for personal growth by Cassie. I think Yule is how you would pronounce it. Very cute box, and it's super duper affordable, which is probably like the primary reason why I picked this one up, because it was so affordable. And a lot of people complain about the card stock online, but that doesn't really like bother me too much. And I like the artwork. Like, I like how colorful it is. And I love anything with nail polish. You guys know that. But I don't find myself using this. And I think the reason why I'm not using it is because I have other decks that have similar art style that are like indie decks, or just a little bit more, you know, like better card stock or whatever, newer. And I'm finding myself working with those and pulling with those instead. So like the Glamorous Tarot that I recently got is one that I pull for a lot. I think we had like a modern, some sort of like modern witch type of deck that came out. I would pull for that if I wanted to go for this art style. Like, this is one that I'm just not really like, it's not really calling me like that. So I think this one is also going to be let go, though I think it's really cute, especially like if you're a beginner reader. I think this will be a good deck to start off with if you know, don't have any like indie decks and you aren't, you know, at that point where you're purchasing indie decks. This is really nice. So that is the Zinned Out Journey Tarot deck. Again, super affordable mass market deck. And I think I'm going to go ahead and release this one. All right. The next one hurts my heart to say, because I did not want to come to this point with the Star Spinner Tarot. I didn't want to come to this point because, you know, we've been together for a long time. We've had a relationship for a long time. I love the box, and I love the backs of the cards, which was one of the reasons why I originally picked this one up, because those backs are like everything, you know what I'm saying? Look at those backs with the fairies. I wanted to use this with my fairy collection because it has a lot of like fairies in it. But like, since having it, it just doesn't work with my fairy collection. The way my collection has evolved, this one, it just doesn't work with it. The art style doesn't work with the ones that I have. But I do love this artwork. It's so pretty. It really is so gorgeous. So this one kind of hurts, you know, it hurts to let go of, but I'm not finding myself working with it, although it is so cute. and colorful. So yeah, but I love this. I really do. Like, isn't that just the cutest Ace of Wands with the little wand in there? It's just, oh, yeah, this one is hard. It's hard to release this one. And I feel like this is one I might regret, and I might end up picking this one back up at some point of time, especially if something comes out and it's just a good, you know, a good pair. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Let me know below. Should I keep this one? Should I keep the Star Spinner Tarot, or should I release it? But yeah, for now it's in the Purgatory box, and I am considering letting this one go. Let's ask the deck what it thinks. Like, should I keep you or should I release you? Let's ask the deck. Should I keep you or should I release you? Give me one card. Should I keep you or should I release you? Can I have, oh, we got one. The 10 of Coins. I would say that would be a keep for me. I would say that would be a keep. Like longevity, right? We family, you know what I'm saying? We go way back. So I don't know, y'all. Maybe I should keep this beauty. I don't know. Let me know below what you think. All right, the next one up is, I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just grabbing whatever I see. This is another one I think that hurts to consider to let go. The Urban Tarot. I really like this deck a lot. I've had it for some time, and I don't know, I just like it. It makes me feel like, I don't know, like I'm in New York, and I'm just like, it's got that, like, the whole city vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I like this one. And as a collector, I feel like it would be one that you would want to collect, right? Like, I don't know, like if it went out of print, I think I would be sad to not have a copy of this. I like that card a lot. Yeah, I feel like I would be sad if this one went out of print and I wasn't able to get it. So that said, oh, I love that one. It's the 9 of Cups. And you guys see like the 9 cups, the hot dogs. This is giving me like family reunion or just like weekend barbecue, you know? So cool. This is one I really like, and I don't know, again, I think what has happened is that my collection has just evolved. I've gotten so many more decks in that this one has just kind of got pushed to the back, and I'm not using it, even though I love the artwork, and I do have a special relationship with it. It doesn't call for me. So I don't know. For this one, I'm considering releasing, and this is the Urban Tarot. So let me know below, what do you think? And if this is one that you would keep, or, you know, would you let go of this baby? Or, yeah, let me know. How cute though, right? This is beautiful. All right, the next deck that we're going to take a look at that's on my list is the Answer is Simple Oracle card. So as you can see, most of the decks that I'm letting go of have been tarot decks, because I don't know, I don't need a lot of tarots because I mostly use Oracle decks, and I can take tarot or leave it, really. But this one is an Oracle deck that I've had for some time, and they're nice. They're nice, and I can see why I purchased them. I can see why I picked them up. I love the color and the simple messages that they have, and I love the artwork. It's so cute. Love your body. Rebel. Oh, that's so cute, right? Let go and flow. Like, I can see why I was drawn to this, even just like from an inner child aspect, but I don't know, I'm just not using it for some reason or another. It does not call to me whatsoever. Have fun. Yeah, it just doesn't call to me. But I can see why I picked it up and why I liked it. Yeah. I also don't have a lot of other decks that would fit into this art style, so that might be another thing that prevents me from using it, is because I would probably end up using it alone. So this is the answer is simple, but the answer is really not simple. Let's shuffle it and see. What's our answer at this time? What is our answer? What do you think is our answer? Oh, it says say no. Okay. So say no is our answer. Say no to what? To keeping this deck or to releasing this deck? Or say no to someone. So I don't know. They're telling me to talk to God. So I'll ask God. We'll figure it out. But our answer is say no. So I don't know, guys. The answer is not simple at all, I guess. But that one's on the chopping block for now. The next deck that I'm considering letting go is the Whispers of Aloha. This is a newer deck for me, and I'm sure you guys can tell just by like my unboxing video that I did on the channel that I just did not resonate with this deck off of the bat. I actually have not used it other than when I first purchased it. I might have pulled a couple cards like the first, couple days or so. But for me, I was looking for this to be more of a watery sort of deck for me. And it just didn't give me what I needed. Though I do think the artwork is beautiful. I don't know about the messages at the bottom. Those didn't really resonate with me. And I was looking to put this into my mermaid collection with my other watery decks, and this just didn't fit for me with my other mermaid decks. So I think I'm gonna let this one go and release it with love. It has nice artwork, but it's just not the type of artwork that I think I wanted or I was looking for. I like that a lot. That would definitely go and tie in well with my, like mermaid decks and stuff. That's beautiful. And if every picture could be like that, I think I would love it. But I think when I go back and I have something like this with like real people, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the consistency isn't there. Yeah, I don't know. This one just unfortunately didn't hit for me like I wanted it to. So I think I'm going to be releasing this one with love. And this is the Whispers of Aloha Oracle. All right. And then the next one that I think I'm going to let go of is called the Auspicious Symbols for Luck and Healing Oracle. And I got these. It was cute. And I think there was some sort of special or something like that going on, which is primarily why I got it. It's a very chunky guidebook, very, very fat guidebook. And the cards are nice and square like this. And I guess you would just pull one card for luck and see what your message is. For me, this doesn't really tie into any of the other decks that I have. And I don't know where to put this, you know what I mean? Like, maybe if I was working with my Isis Oracle or something like that, maybe I could try to tie something like this in with it. But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't really do anything for me like that. But I like the symbols, you know what I mean? I like having a deck that has some symbols to it. So maybe I'll give this one more of a chance to see if I can figure out where in my collection it would work with. But everything in my collection has to have a home. And this one just doesn't have any other decks that it seems to pair great with. It's so different. Like, each card is so different. And yeah, I don't know, y'all. But yeah, this one is in my Purgatory box for now. And I'm thinking of letting that one go at this time. So that's called the Auspicious Symbols Oracle, and that one is by US Games Systems. All right, next up I have the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot, and this is in a 10. I did decide to get this one first before getting like the bigger version because I wanted to make sure that I liked it and that it would be something that I would use often, because I know myself, I'll like, oh, I love that, and then I'll get it and I don't use it at all. So I wanted to get the smaller version first to see if I would be able to commit to using it, and then if so, I would, you know, invest in the larger. And no, I did not commit to using it. I don't know what half the cards mean. I know that's a 6, but it's like, how do I say what I'm trying to say? Like with this deck, I know I find the artwork beautiful, but I find it hard for me to understand. I know that's pentacles, but sometimes some of the, like, I think it's the sword and the wand, it just looks the same to me, and I can't tell what's what. And so I don't really use these, even though like that would be wands, I would think, you know what I mean? But sometimes like I can't really tell what's what, and I just find myself not using it at all. Like this is the 6. So that was a 6, and then wait a minute, let me go back. I know we had like another 6 somewhere. Where is it? And this is, okay, no, that's the 4. Wait, no, yeah. So what's the wand and what's the sword? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm confused. And when I get confused, I don't even want to use it anymore. Like, I'm done. I guess this would be swords? Or would this be swords? I don't know. So, yeah, I'm just confused by it. And, I wanted to like this. I know a lot of people like it. And I like the animals. And I was thinking, like, oh, well, maybe if I read the guidebook, then I'd be able to get some insight about like the animals and stuff, and like I could just use it like an animal deck, or I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it. Or maybe I can like journal with this since they're small. Like maybe I could just put this in my journal and then write it. I don't know, y'all. Y'all help me out. I'm trying to find purpose, you know, for this deck, because there's something about it that I like, but also I get confused with it, and that makes me just not want to use it at all. And yeah, so that's the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot in the 10. And I think I'm gonna hang on to it for now and just try to understand, like, where do I go from here? I like that it was small and you can put this in like your purse if you wanted to. All right, next up, I think I'm gonna release the Life Loves You cards by Louise Hay. No shade whatsoever. These are absolutely beautiful, which is why I've held on to them for so long, because they're so beautiful, and I love the words on them. I love the artwork, but I have other affirmation decks that I would pull from and that I like. This would be something that I would like give away more so, like when I give gifts to people, which I do often, even like on the channel when I give decks away. This would be like maybe something that I would put in the bag for people. I could see myself keeping it for that purpose, to give them like maybe a little inspiration message, or I would give it to coworkers. But I wouldn't pull for this anymore because I have other decks that I pull for first. So, but I do love the artwork and the extra messages and stuff like that on it. I love the flowers. It has tons of flowers on there that I think are really beautiful. I am willing to forgive. But I don't know, y'all. So that's kind of where I am with this deck. And if I were to keep it, it would only be to give these to loved ones, you know, to give them motivational messages. It wouldn't even be for myself. So with that said, I should just give it away completely. All right, next up, we're going to look at the Happy Little Things. This is a little deck that I got last year, and I don't know, at the time I liked it, I guess, because it had happy little things in it. And I like the bags of them. I liked how colorful they were, but they don't make no sense for real. They just are to play and have fun with, and that's fine. But what else do I have that I can just play and have fun with it? You know, like a cold beer. You know what I mean? Which is cool. That I'm sure that would make, you know, people happy, especially coming home from work, long day, getting that nice cold beer on a hot day. I get it. But I don't know, like, how would I use this in a reading? Or am I supposed to use it in a reading? Like, maybe I'm supposed to just pull one a day just for myself. I don't know. They're cool, but once you play with them, you know what I mean? It's okay to pass these along, I feel like, because they're not to be taken so serious anyway. So I'm considering letting these go, though they're cute and fun. I think I'm okay with doing that. Yeah, I think so. You know, these videos are hard because, like, sometimes you can talk yourself into keeping things that you already decided you're ready to pass along. So I'm trying to hurry up and go through before I change my mind about any of them. So next up is the Dream Interpretation Oracle cards. I've had these for a long time. I do dream readings also. So I have a couple of decks specifically for dreams, and I like these as well. Artwork is amazing. I think these are by Llewellyn. Oh, it's Low Scare BO. Yes, Low Scare BO cards, which you can probably purchase off Llewellyn. And artwork is crazy. It's beautiful, so detailed. I love that. But I don't use these anymore. And I don't know. I just feel like maybe our time has come and gone, and it's time to pass these along, because I don't use them anymore. And if I were to do dream readings, though, I think this would be, you know, they would be good, but I, like, as time has went on, I do less and less dream readings, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think this is going to be one I let go of. And yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And it was fun, like, in the beginning of my practice, because it helped me to, like, really use my intuition as I pulled these cards. But now I just feel like, I don't know, I just don't feel like I would need them anymore. So I'm going to let these go. Yeah, I'm gonna let these go. Okay. Next up, I have the Mystical Journey Oracle. Now this one is hard for me to let go of, you guys. This one is hard to put on the chopping block, because I really do like the artwork. I do. Oh my gosh. And not only do I like the artwork, but it has gilding on the side. Like, come on. Come on. I want to love them, but I just don't. I can't. I don't know how to use them. So this is the Mystical Journey Oracle. Beautiful artwork. So stunning. But I don't know what to do with this. This is one of those decks I would probably have to just pull one card by itself, no spread, no tarot, like nothing, and literally just sit down with this deck, because I feel like I feel like that's what I have to do with it. It has such deep meanings. Like, look at this. This is life review. Look how beautiful this card is. Look at all of the detail in there. It's just amazing, amazing artwork. And I feel like I would have to literally sit down with this deck and like just read the guidebook, journal with it. Like, it would be a one card thing. I wouldn't even use this in my readings. And I have trouble with that. Like, I have bought so many books for journaling and doing like working with the moon and the cycles and astrology and stuff, and I just have trouble committing to things. Like, that's my problem. Things that take me time to sit down with, I have trouble committing to that, especially like consistently. So maybe like one time I might be able to do that, but to say I'm going to do that on a regular basis, no. I randomly pull cards when I have time, and when I do, it's like I need to pull this and then go on and do something else because I got other things on my list of things to do. So I have trouble committing to things that would take me time to sit down with and work with, like books, journals, and decks like this. And I think that's what this deck requires, and I'm not able to commit to that. And though I love the artwork and I love the cards, and I think they're absolutely like stunning and beautiful, it's a time commitment to work with this deck that I'm just not able or willing to put in right now because of my life and all of the other things I have going on. So I think I'm gonna purge this one for now. I can see myself picking this one back up in the future though. Like, if I ever do want to do like that shadow work or like really sit down with myself, that's one that I can see myself picking up again. Next is the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. And I've had this one for a long time. And the only reason why I'm releasing this one is because I have other animal decks. My animal collection has, evolved so much so that I don't have room. I have to be picky about what I have on that shelf for the animals because I don't have that much space. And so this one is what I'm considering releasing because I have other things that I'm just not ready to release. So something's got to give. And I think this one, you know, I've had for a long time. Artwork is definitely beautiful. The guidebook for me does not really do it. I think the guidebook is very limited. It provides limited information. This is beautiful. Yeah, I think the guidebook just provides limited information. And yeah, I wanted more of an extended meaning to this. I mean, it does have a keyword on there, which is helpful, but it would be nice if it had a really more in-depth guidebook. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go, though I do love, like this one, I love the sea turtle. I love this one, and I love the bee. Let's see if I can find the one with the bee, unless I already passed it. Oh, I love the butterfly. Jeez, now I'm gonna talk myself into keeping this, and I got the cards mixed around. All right, let me see if I can find the bee, and then we'll put it up. This is the honeybee. Isn't that amazing? Like, I love that. I just want to keep just that card so it can go with my like bees, my sacred bee tarot, and like, I don't know, I love that. Well, this is the Divine Animals Oracle. I'm gonna hold on to this one for a little bit longer in my box just to make sure that I'm sure, really sure. And the last and final deck that I am purging is the Water Temple Oracle. This is a newer deck that I got by Susie Shrub, and I'm sad to let this one go too, but it's kind of similar to the Whispers of Aloha. It didn't connect. It didn't connect with me the way I wanted my watery deck to connect with me. And it has a lot of like goddesses, deities, things like that that I don't reach for. I don't do a lot of work with deities and goddesses, and that's something that I take very serious if I was to do that kind of work. And I just wouldn't frivolously use these, like, you know. And I have specific decks that when I do want to work with goddess, I have specific decks to do so. This wouldn't be the one that I would pull for. And I wanted it to go into my water collection with my mermaids, dolphins, you know, those type of things. And this doesn't fit. It fits with goddess and deity sort of like energy. I don't know. It just doesn't fit with the water decks that I wanted to use it with. And if I am like working with my mermaids and dolphins and like whales and all that type of stuff, turtles, I don't want to throw a deity in there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And a lot of times when I'm working with my water decks, I'm connecting to my emotional space, which is hard for me to do as an Aquarius because, I don't know, we are on our thoughts more. Like half the time we don't even have time for all these feelings and emotions. So when I am working with my emotions, I want to do that, and I don't want to feel like, how should I describe this? I don't want to feel like I'm throwing a deity and a goddess in there and now I got to get real serious, because I take it very serious when I work with deities. I don't just, you know, work with them and like not listen and not really try to do deep thinking. Like sometimes when I'm in my emotional space, I want to just work with those type of decks. I don't want to do all of that extra like thinking and journaling, and like I don't want to take it that serious. I just want to allow whatever feelings that I have to flow. So I don't know if that describes it well, but this one just didn't really work for me the way that I intended it. Like where I planned to fit it into my collection, it just didn't fit in that space. Which is not to say it couldn't fit somewhere else, but if I want to work with deities, I have other decks to do that already that I'm just not willing to release. And so I don't need another one. And so nothing against this deck. Artwork is beautiful, but I guess I just had other thoughts for it, and then it ended up being something different than what I thought it would be. So I don't know. That is the Water Temple Oracle. Beautiful, beautiful deck by Susie Shrub. I think I'm going to go ahead and just release this one because it's just not what I need right now in terms of my water decks. All right. So those were all of the things that I am purging that are in my Purgatory box right now. I think it's a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's a total of 17 decks. I usually go ahead and like get things packed really nicely and out the door when I get to 40. So I'm halfway there, just about. I'm almost at 20. When I get to about 40 decks, that's when I go ahead and get them out the door. So I'm going to keep going through, seeing what else I might want to let go of and release. Let me know below. Are any of these decks ones that you would keep or what? It's definitely tough. It's definitely difficult to make these decisions because I obviously love them all at some point of time. But I love to hear your thoughts. You know, let me know what you think below. If I should keep any of them, especially that star spinner. Let me know about the star spinner. And then until next time, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.